Something I've never understood. How some people can be just so nonchalant and almost apathetic about death and themselves dying. Like how some people can just treat death and dying as not a serious thing, not a big deal, not a huge deal, nothing to worry about. And a lot of these people can just joke and meme about dying or wanting to die or whatever. And most of the time, yeah, I can understand they're not really being serious and they're just joking, they're just memeing, they're just being snarky and everything. But, or maybe they're just joking to cope with something else going on in their life. I don't know. But, yeah. I just don't get it. I never understood that whole mindset. Personally, I never did. I was never like that. Even back in my kind of apathetic edgelord days, I even back then I was never like that. I never treated death as this non-serious thing that I don't really care about, or I can even joke about and make haha funny things, and sometimes even joke about wanting to die and everything. I can never, even back then, I could never do that. I never done that. It was always so weird to me. It was always so unusual, and I never completely understood it. Now, don't get me wrong. There are times where I can understand it. Like, say if someone had a terminal illness or whatever, and they knew they were going to die soon, and you know they knew they were going to be dead soon, and they've kind of like come to terms with it and accepted it, and so they don't really treat it as like a big thing anymore or a big deal anymore. And they can joke about it and laugh about it. They can like go out with a smile, sort of thing. I can understand that. If it was that kind of situation, I can understand it then. But other than that, I don't. I don't know. I can't understand how and why so many people are just treat death like it's not a big deal. Treat dying like it's not a huge deal, like it's nothing to worry about. They seem to almost not care about it at all. They treat it like this completely unserious thing that they can just joke and laugh about and talk about nonchalantly without nothing. Like nothing. It's like, I don't get it. I really don't. Because for me, it's always been the opposite. I've never done that. I've always been. I always avoid talking about my own death and me dying or anything. Because it's my top fear, honestly, as a human being. You know? It's something I don't really like thinking about. It's something I don't like talking about or even mentioning. Because I don't, yeah, it's a fear. I have a lot of fear and anxiety about it. I don't really want to think about it. I don't really want to, talk about it, mention it. I don't know. Maybe I'm the weirdo, you know, and everyone else who is, treating it like it's no big deal, treating it nonchalantly and treating it like it's a joke and joking about it and being completely apathetic to it. Maybe those people are the normal people, and maybe I'm the weirdo who, you know, is all worried about it and is afraid of it and whatnot. I don't know. I don't know. It just, this whole thing has just been so strange and weird to me. It's always been that way. And I've never understood it, really. But, yeah, it is what it is, I guess. I can't force people to treat death and think of death and dying as something serious and something they should take seriously and, not really joke about that much and, you know, and not be so nonchalant and apathetic about it all the time. Like, I can't do that to people. I can't force people to be that way and feel that way and think that way and everything. No. I guess just people view death differently, I guess. Death, their own death, dying, themselves dying differently, I guess. And I guess that's just what it is.